everything that you are submitting must align with whatever you are told them initially. I got my electronic confirmation of my permanent residence and the other email after 3 minutes saying congratulations, you're now a permanent resident of Canada. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Yemisi. On this channel I create immigration videos, I make vlogs, I also bring hot immigration news to your table as it relates to being a permanent resident or temporary resident. And guys, today's video is a very special one. I know that you would have seen the short video announcing that I became a permanent resident in Canada. Thank you. And I promised in that video that I was also going to share the breakdown, the process, the timeline, the costs, everything. So this is that video, okay? So I hope that this video sheds more light on, all the journey so far. I also wanted to break them into 3 parts. The first part is just a brief introduction into moving to Canada, what I did here, all of that. I'm sure a lot of people know that, but I still need to explain for those people that might be seeing this video for the first time. Also, part 2 will be like a rundown of how I got my ITA, which is invitation to apply. The part 3 will be the breakdown of the PR process itself. Also going to list some of the documents that I uploaded, what I uploaded them for. So for example, for finances, what I attached and all of that. I'm also going to give you the breakdown of the PR fee because when it got to my time, IRCC decided to increase the PR fee from 1,000. Anyway, but thankfully the journey has ended now. I'm grateful to God, my family members, and also to you guys for being my support throughout this journey. A lot of you guys already know that I moved to Canada in 2021 as an international student. I came in to study my master's in public administration, and that program lasted for 2 years, and I ended the program last year, which is April 2023. After then, of course, you had the option to whether go back to your country or stay back. And even if you are going to stay back, do you just want to stay back using your postgraduate work permit to work? I could get a 3 years permit because at the time, if you study a program for 2 years, it's 3 years permit. Not like right now, because things keep changing, but right now, even if you do a 1-year program, you get a 3 years permit. That wasn't the case at the time that I came in as a student. I wanted to just give you guys that quick background. I studied my program, started working. I had the option of working for a year to be eligible for the Canadian Experience class. That's working in Canada in NOC 0 to C, at least that's tier 0 to tier 3, because that's the only way you can be eligible. If you're working as a cashier or what are those tier 4 jobs, you would not be eligible for the Canadian Experience class. As at now, you might be seeing this video in the future and that has changed, but as at now, that's what it is. Before I finished, I started to have this fear. How do we go from here? Your age, the scores keep going up, and just being bothered about a lot, but we kept pushing through. A lot of people reach out to me to say, are you now a permanent resident? Have you transitioned yet? And people will ask, even my parents will ask from time to time to know, what's going on. In April this year, that's a year after, because I got a job in May 2023 and I knew that in April 2024 I'll have a year work experience and I could be eligible for Canadian Experience class. So last year around May or so, I went to write my CELP because the one I had from my home country Nigeria had expired. It's just for 2 years, right? The validity period is just 2 years. So I had to write my CELP. The first one I wrote, my reading was 7 and I needed at least 9 to be able to have a good score. Yeah, because it's not like 7 is a bad score, right? In fact, just try it out. Just put different scores like 7, 8, 9, and you see that it significantly impacts the total score that you get. So I did the second one and I had, is it 10 or 9 in my reading? Anyway, and I mentioned it at the time in one of the videos where I was sharing my fear, my doubts about the next steps and stuff. And yeah, March 31st, I was in Toronto. I went to visit a friend. I just needed to get away from where I was. When I was there, I just decided to refresh my, to log into my profile, and I realized that my status had changed to MET for my Canadian Experience class. and also met for federal skilled workers program. It meant that I could either apply for the two, was what I thought though, but when I got nominated, when I got my ITA, I was automatically given the option of the Canadian Experience class. I know that I've explained this immigration programs for you guys, like the federal skilled workers program, federal trades program, and also the Canadian Experience class. I'll try to link the video up here for you so you go watch it and you understand what the program is all about. Everything is just for you to become a permanent resident. Basically, it's just that there are different routes and they also have different requirements. Yeah, so that was how I was able to get my extra 40 points, because if you've worked for a year in Canada, you get extra 40 points in addition to whatever points you have in the express entry pool, and that boosted my score to 533. At the time I had 493 thereabouts, but with the 40 points I got 533, and that was how my score came up. When my score came up, I was thinking by the next draw I'll be called, because they had been giving the draws were like 520 something, 535, and I was thinking, okay, we're gonna get there. Guess what? The next draw, it was 549. I was so devastated, I was so angry. But by the next draw in that same month, precisely April 23rd, I got my ITA. Like, I was just in the house that day and I got an email around midday, like 11-12 thereabouts, from IRCC inviting me to apply for my permanent residency, and that was where the journey began. So yeah, that's the background of how I moved to Canada as an international student. I worked for a year and got my ITA. I think I missed out the point where after writing my CELPIP, of course I wrote my CELPIP so that I could quickly create my express entry profile, and that's why I keep telling people, write your CELPIP or your IELTS quickly so that I can create a profile, because again, different policies come up where IRCC can wake up tomorrow and just invite people from the pool and say it's for so category. So yeah, that's why I quickly did that. But about it, God is good, because my profile was supposed to expire June 2024 and I got my ITA in April 2024. Oh my God, like I was this detailed. By here in my notes I said status changed to MET for FSWP, that's Federal Skilled Workers Program, and CEC, that's Canadian Experience class, April 1, 2024, when I was in Toronto for my trip. Actually, the day I left Toronto, my status had changed around 10 p.m. Toronto time. So yeah, that's how I got it. So ITA April 23rd, 2024, general draw was 529, and because I had 533, I got in. Again, the journey started. I accepted, is that what they call it? So when you go into your profile, I think you accept, can't remember, my memory is foggy right now, but you just get into it and you review all the information that you had given initially. So if you said you had so degree, you must have it handy in order to upload them. I did my police certificate, that is, I booked it on 23rd night, like that same night. I paid 30K. I got it on 26th. Funny enough, I didn't see it until May 6th. So what happened is I sent the information. Oh, shout out to the police. I don't know what to call them now, but the police arm of the Nigerian government. Is it POSAP? Yeah. A colleague of mine had seen her one of these random time on the bus, and she recognized me from YouTube and just reached out to me on the bus, and we're just gisting, and she asked me if I had gotten my PR, and I just mentioned, oh no, and that was when I recently came to Alberta, and she told me, oh, when you get it, I have a link for you. Like, she even sent the link almost immediately. It's www.posap. I'll leave it in the description box for you guys. Yeah, but this is for Nigerian citizens in diaspora. You guys, I was impressed. In fact, 2 other people have done their police certificate after me. I sent them the link and they were also very responsive. Like, if all the sectors in Nigeria can be like that, see, we will not be complaining. So I paid on 23rd night, which would be in the midnight in Nigeria. But by the time I woke up, they already acknowledged it. I was sent the fingerprint biometric form. I thumb printed, did all of those things, sent it back. Sharp, I got it back in my email. There's a particular question that people always ask me. Are you supposed to put in your Nigerian address or your Canadian address, it is your Canadian address. So you would see that where you currently reside, and they already know that that particular platform is for people that are outside Nigeria, like Nigerian citizens in diaspora. Yeah, so that platform was really, really good. I did my upfront medicals on April 26, 2024. This one I spent $415. So $260 for panel physician, 126.40 cents. $126.40 for lab test, and $50 for x-ray. So that was like $415. Guess what? I didn't need it. I didn't need it. Apparently on cic.ca, if you have your upfront medical slip before you came into the country, you could also upload it till October of this year, 2024. Although recently they extended it again for another 3 or 5 years. Like you could still upload it. And I had my upfront medical slip. See, I have it. I have it somewhere in this house. Like I saw it recently again, and I was looking at it like this. So you were not just useful for me. You might not be able to have that option if you did not do upfront medicals before you came into the country. So for some of us, we did our medical upfront while we're applying for our visa stuff. So people waited to get the medical request before they did it. So I don't know if that one counts, but for we that we have our upfront medical slip, you could actually just submit that. That's how my friend did not need to pay $400 and something. I'm still angry because $415 is what, over 400,000 naira in my country. But it is well. Anyway, so I did that, and then I submitted my documents May 7th. My medical updates, I got it July 3rd. So medical updates is just basically acknowledging your medical slip that you had uploaded. I got that, like was it a notification or I had to log in? I don't think I got a notification, but I logged in and I saw that it changed July 3rd. And July 4th, the day before my birthday. So you guys probably now know why I was overly excited and above the moon on my birthday, because July 4th I got the biometric request. But of course July 5th I was at home and I didn't want to step out. I didn't want to step out. So I had booked my biometric appointments at Service Canada downtown. See, I'm probably not going to advise anyone to go to the Service Canada downtown because it was extremely busy. I was there for 3 or 4 hours before they attended to me. So I did my biometrics the following Monday or Tuesday, which was July 8th. And then my biometric updated July 9th. And then the journey began. The wait began. Not a long wait, sha. When I didn't hear anything and I had some friends, boom, 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 they were getting their response like within 1 month and stuff. These were people that we submitted about the same time. So what I did was I raised the web form on August 12th, and I got an email from the client center on August 26th confirming that my PR application is in progress and that they do not need any additional information at that time. So that was like the normal IRCC official response. So I wasn't really satisfied, but I noticed that that same August 26th was the day my application was approved. So what the approval means is that your background check has been done, all your documents has been checked, and they're satisfied. So every other thing that would come after that would just be like confirmation, sending them some information that will be on your PR card and the likes. But I wasn't really like I saw it, but it was still saying in progress. When I did not hear anything, after the 26th that I got an email from the client center, August 29th, I decided to give a call to my friend. And at the time, 2 of my friends already got their PR. And these were people that one of them applied 3 days before me or 2 days before me. Another applied like 2 weeks or 3 weeks after me. How will you get your PR before me? Anyway, so because they had sent them the portal invitation link, I had to call. So when I gave them a call, and funny enough, every time I called IRCC, because I called on 2 occasions, I just select the wait option, no, the callback option, so that they could call you back later. There's like a line, so as you join that queue, you can get a call from there. Anyway, I'm sure you guys already know what I mean. They just told me, oh, you're still within the processing time, everything looks okay at our end, you don't need to do anything at this time. I was like, can you guys just tell me what is, like, I really want to know when I'm going to be approved. They're like, oh, we cannot provide that. I said, okay, can you at least tell me the primary office and secondary office that is in charge of my application? And they told me that, and then I wanted to know if my background check was completed. So they told me my background check had been completed since 12th of August, and that my primary office was Ottawa, my secondary office was Montreal. So when I knew that, I was like, okay. August 30th. So when I called them August 29th, the next day, I got my IRCC PR confirmation. So this is like an email where they request for some personal information, so like your full name, your height, eye color, current address, your landing date in Canada, all of that is shared for your PR card, and probably to like match it against whatever they have on file, I think. After that, September 16th, I got my portal invitation link. That's your, I don't think that's your COPR, that's just your portal invitation link. And I was so happy because even though once you get that confirmation email that asks you to send your eye color and everything, that already tells you that your stuff is approved, and that's why they're asking, right? Because I mean, but I wasn't convinced. I needed the invitation link. So the invitation link is basically for you to go take a passport photograph. There's a dimension. You guys already know the Canadian dimension. So I went to London Drug. So I just told them, oh, it's for my PR card, and they just did their thing. Another thing I had to update was my mailing address so that they could send my PR card to me, and that was it. I submitted my passport and my address the next day, so that was September 17th, and I got my electronic confirmation of my permanent residence. And the other email after 3 minutes saying, congratulations, you're now a permanent resident of Canada. You guys, that was when it dawned on me. That day, October 1st, Independence Day in Nigeria. I got that email around 11 something, almost 12 p.m. I was having headache that day. In fact, I've been having serious cold, flu around that time. The way I jumped up. Some of the things that I updated was they requested for me to provide 10 years address history. So everywhere I've been living, you have to upload everything from Saskatoon, Regina, Edmonton, Nigeria, Lagos, everywhere within the last 10 years you have to upload, put it in the form. I also attached reference letters for all the places that I worked, so my pay slips, my bank statements that showed the amount that came into the accounts. Everything that you are submitting must align with whatever you had told them initially. Also, for proof of financial support, I attached my pay slips, my tax return, assessment, so like the notice of assessment, acknowledgement that we usually get after filing our taxes, and also my digital photo. Yeah, that's what I uploaded. Another thing, my police certificates, because they requested for it, my passport, so your travel documents, my previous passport, my new passport, everywhere that there were stamps, I had to scan everything and I uploaded those. My offer medical exam, I submitted that. My education, all my degrees, so my BSc and my MPA, I attached them. Everywhere that I worked, my offer letter, I uploaded them. Proof of financial support, like I said, my pay stubs everywhere I worked, and my notice of assessment, I uploaded them. My digital passport, I uploaded everything. Okay, so for the fees, you guys, before it was 1,005 something. When I was paying, mine was $1,610. As I was paying that money, I was in pain. You guys know that's a lot of money. The breakdown of that fee is your permanent resident application fee is $950. That's Canadian dollars. Right of permanent residence fee, $575, and my biometric fee, $85, and that was what summed up to the 1,610. Okay guys, my camera died. Usual issue, but let me quickly round this up. So I paid 1,610 Canadian dollars for my PR application fee, and I got approved October 1st. I don't know, I believe that I may have touched everything that I need to touch in this video, but in case I haven't, feel free to drop your questions in the comment section. But again, I'm going to open a community post to launch like a Q&A for you guys to ask for questions in a community post soonest, so that you guys can drop your questions and I can sit down to answer those questions. So maybe more specific questions, I'll try to answer them. And also, what was my other plan? I think that will be it. And with the questions that you guys ask me, I'll be able to know if to dedicate another sit down video to talk about maybe, you know, any question that you guys have. But yeah, I'll be looking forward to your questions in the comment section. Thank you so much for all the congratulatory messages since I mentioned that I got my PR. I'm so grateful. That's everything that I wanted to share with you guys. I hope that I'm not missing anything. If you guys heard any noise in the background, I don't know, I tried to film this video at night, but there's just different. I can't even hear my fridge making noise right now. At some point there were some kids playing in the hallway. Pardon me and enjoy this video. My camera is already beeping, jeez. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. If you're a new permanent resident and you think I missed out on anything, let us know in the comment section. Although I don't even think that I missed out on anything because I documented everything like this. I'm just joking. Okay, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.